it seems that there's now concern that some of the primaries might even happen in this year.
That's right.
The process is all, everybody's trying to beat everybody else.
It's kind of ridiculous.
And coming from a country where the election is announced on day X and less than 4 weeks later you have a new government in office and working, it just seems that this process is never ending here. Gordon Brown, in many ways, is a continuation of the old Labour Party that Tony Blair led, and let's face it, they ran it together for 10 years, that they created New Labour that got the Labour Party elected for the first time in nearly 20 years. But Brown had a very short honeymoon period indeed, because the very day after he took over, somebody tried to set off a car bomb in London. That was his first challenge. And then 3 days later, somebody drove the car into the front door of Glasgow Airport, set fire to that. So he had a terrorist crisis on his hands within a week of taking over. Acquitted himself pretty well. Is the opinion of that.
It's a cold-blooded thing to say, but those are opportunities rather than problems for a new leader.
And then not 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks later, there's another outbreak of foot and mouth disease in England. And he told everybody to stay calm. The government is dealing with it, and we've isolated it, and what have you. And people believed it. Which, to be frank, is a change from whenever Tony Blair said anything, because people no longer believed Tony Blair. They thought it was all spin. And Gordon Brown is so different from Tony Blair in terms of style. He has the sort of he doesn't have that easy smile that makes some people think it's just kind of genuine or not.
Yeah.
People know Gordon Brown for a serious, hard-working, thoughtful individual. So that when he says something, he means it. So I think he's had a very difficult start, but he's acquitted himself pretty well. And there's a lot of speculation that he'll capitalise on that and the difficulties of the Conservative Party and call a very early election, as early as next spring or maybe even late this year. I've read.
It's a matter of when he's got his momentum.
Yes.
When it's in his party.
So it's, he's got a very young cabinet. And he changed a lot of the people that were still in cabinet from Tony Blair's time. So I think only one member of the cabinet is still doing the same job as he was under Tony. My main gripe is the quality of the English language that they use on it. The standards of reporting, or the standards of writing in the BBC are appalling. Absolutely, these days.
I'm
a bit of a pedant when it comes to English grammar.
Well, good for you.
It sort of the hairs on the back of my neck stand up when I see an apostrophe in the wrong place on the BBC, because the BBC and British media in particular have a particular responsibility, I think,
to
show the general public how the English language should be written.
When you represent Her Majesty's government in the world, you should stick up for the language.
Well, exactly, yes. The Queen's English.
That's right.